Hey everyone, welcome. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you guys how to actually increase your FPS for Call of Duty, Warzone, and the game itself. Now this is mainly going to be for people that play PC and that actually have a NVIDIA graphics card. So first thing what I want you to do is go ahead and open up your Call of Duty launcher. What we're going to do is go to Options, go down to Show and Explore. Go ahead and open that, scroll down. Go to the launcher or the .exe file, right click, properties, compatibility. You want to disable the full screen optimization and you want to run this program as administrator. Make sure those are clicked. Next, go to DPI, make sure that's override. Go ahead and apply that. And same thing for this one, properties, compatibility, disable the full screen, run this program as administrator, change DPI, click. Okay, apply. Okay, once that's done, I want you to go ahead and copy this. And we can just minimize that. Then what you're going to do is we're going to go into the NVIDIA control panel. So right click on your screen, NVIDIA control panel. Next, what you're going to do is go to manage 3D settings. Go to program settings. You want to add. Browse, and then what we're going to do up here, we're going to go ahead and paste this up here. So you're going to look at this. We're going to go to the .exe file, Modern Warfare, hit open. This should populate. So what you're going to do is go down to CUDA GPUs, and what you want to do is you want to select the GPU that you have that you use. I use the GTX 1080. Yes, I know it's old, but what are you going to do? So once that's done, scroll down to power management mode. You're going to go to prefer maximum performance, click that and apply. And then you can exit out that. Once that's done, we're actually going to go into the game. All right, once you're here, you're going to actually go to options, graphics. And so for some reason, I have to do full screen borderless when I have OBS running. You're going to be in full screen. Select your monitor that you have, your graphics cards. If it allows you, it should allow you to select your refresh rate. So put that to your monitor's refresh rate. So what you want to do next is go down to render resolution. That should be 100. That'll be your actual resolution of your screen that you use. Go down. Okay, that's that. Aspect ratio. If you don't know what this is, just leave it to automatic. Once you go into the game in full screen, it'll actually set it for itself. VSync, disable that. If you have any questions about what they do, it tells you when it's disabled or enabled how it does that. Basically, when you enable it, it's going to lock that frame rate, which you don't want. Custom frame rate, we will go in that, go down to advanced, max it out, just in case you get some good stuff. I do 60 and 60 just for my menus. It doesn't really matter. Collapse that. NVIDIA highlights. What this is going to do, it's going to run basically like a shadow software in the background recording any type of gameplay that you have. So you just disable that. So sRGB, that's if you're on a monitor, and then the BT1886 is if you're on a TV. So if you're on a monitor, go to the RGB. Next, so as far as details and textures, anytime that you have this set to low, it's going to have better performance. Obviously, I have kind of a beefed up computer, and since I make content, I run some of this stuff at medium to high. So you can basically, I would suggest if you're at a lower end PC, run the stuff at low. Some things like texture resolutions, I would suggest to run that on high just because it makes things a little bit more crisp and it looks a little bit better during gameplay. Texture filters, you can go high. If you look at it, it doesn't really mess with the VRAM as much when you're using your VRAM usage. Particles, I don't like that blocky stuff. Go there. Bullet impacts, I like it enabled, but again, if you're trying to get FPS, go ahead and disable that. Tessellation, you can run that on near. Streaming quality, either run it on low or normal. I do stream, so I'm going to keep that on normal. Shadow macro resolutions, most people run this. I would suggest it on low. You don't really need the shadows as far as resolutions. But yeah, I run it on normal. Now, cache spot shadows, you do want to have these enabled. That way it kind of helps with the memory. What it's going to do, it's going to cache it, so that way when you rejoin the game or replay the game over and over, the shadows will actually be kind of almost preloaded. Same with the sun shadows. Particle lighting, keep that on low. Ray tracing is going to take a heck out of your VRAM, so go ahead and disable that. The dynamic objects, you read down here at the bottom, basically tells you whether it's on characters, vehicles, etc., or static objects, depending on what you use. As far as the screen space reflection, keep that on low. Anti-aliasing, you can kind of just put this on however you choose, however it makes good look for you. I do use the SMA T2X. And then field of view, or depth field of view, disabled. Fill grain, for the fill max strength, I do 0. Motion blur, disabled. Weapon blur, disabled. And then fill grain. I do not like the grain, so I take that down to 0. Once that is done, go ahead and hit apply settings. And that is it. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna minimize the game. So if you're in full screen, what you're gonna do is actually go back to your settings and go to windowed and then hit apply, and then you can actually minimize the game. From there, we're actually gonna go to the task manager. What you're gonna do is you're gonna right click on the Call of Duty, go to details. It should already be highlighted, so right click that again, go to set priority, and click that to high. That way that your system will give the resources to that when you're playing over any other program running. Next, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go to our temp file. So if you go down to Windows, type run, type the run command, and we're gonna do %, temp, %, enter. And we're just gonna bring up your temp files. So if you want, you can delete these, hit Control A, delete. What I do is I do this for all current items and skip, because there's some files that it does not, see, here we go. There's some files that it does not want to skip. Other than that, that'll clean up space on your hard drive in your system to help things run. Okay, so the last thing we can do is go into, if you're a Chrome user, go into Chrome, go to the 3 little dots on the right, go to settings, go over to the left, advanced, go to accessibility, and then on this screen where it says continue running background apps when Google Chrome is closed, go ahead and turn that off, and use hardware accelerations when available. Go ahead and turn that off. That'll help free up a little bit of performance on your system while you're in game if you have something else running in the background. And when you exit Chrome, it'll shut everything down that's associated with Chrome. Yeah. Hey, so hopefully this helped you out and it got a little bit better FPS for your game. If not, smash that thumbs down button. If it did, smash that like button. You guys can also follow me over on Twitch. I stream there and on Facebook. I usually stream on Sunday nights at 7:30 and Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. CST time. Other than that, if you want to check out my life and kind of see what I'm about and what I do, I also have a Instagram. So follow me over there, UnkVet88. So yeah, y'all guys have a good weekend and take care, and see you next time. Peace.